Imagine this: a lonely path lit up by the soft glow of the moon. Suddenly, the peaceful night is filled with a sense of fear. A dark figure with bright red eyes and huge wings that cast a big shadow. Your heart beats faster. Welcome to the heart of America, where real-life stories and tall tales mix together to the creature known as the Mothman. Do you have the courage to find out about the Mothman mystery? Is it a symbol of disaster or a puzzling protector? As we travel through America, we arrive at Point Pleasant in West Virginia. Here we discover a strange creature that has fascinated and scared people for over 50 years. Brace yourself for an intense experience as we show you close-up and slow-motion shots of the scary of the Mothman via powerful images and sound effects that will keep you on the edge of your seat. But as we dig deeper, there might be another side to the Mothman's story. Could it be something different than we think? Not a scary monster, but a misunderstood creature created by fear and confusion. In the cold fall of 1966, we see how two couples are scared by a creature in the deserted TNT area of Point Pleasant. Their eyes widen in fear as they see a 7-feet-tall creature with glowing eyes and huge wings. It suddenly jumps and starts to follow their car. This scary scene is the first appearance of the Mothman and the start of many strange events that brought fear to this town. Over 13 months, the Mothman was seen by over 100 people, including some well-respected locals. Their stories are very similar: a big creature with wings and red eyes, causing fear and confusion. The sightings end with the collapse of the Silver Bridge in the cold morning of December 15, 1967. Witnesses say they saw the Mothman on the bridge just before it fell, causing people to think it was a warning of the disaster. But what the Mothman really is remains a mystery. Is it just a story, a shared hallucination caused by fear, or a sign of something worse? Or maybe it's something we haven't thought of, a misunderstood creature looking for connection. The mysterious Mothman is a symbol of the unknown, of the mysteries in our world waiting to be discovered. Get ready to dive into the strange story of the Mothman, a creature surrounded by fear and mystery. Get ready to immerse yourself in the real-life experiences of those who have had close encounters with the enigmatic Mothman. Along with our compelling cinematic storytelling techniques, such as close-ups, slow motion, and low-angle shots, we will introduce you to the people behind these eerie tales, making every reenactment that much more relatable. We hope to not only recreate the chilling atmosphere and primal fear, but also to humanize these encounters by showcasing the individuals who lived through them. Our journey begins on a desolate road, bathed in the eerie glow of the moon. A car drives into view, its headlights piercing the night. Out of nowhere, a large winged figure appears. We zoom in to capture its unnatural red eyes. The car swerves, tires screeching in slow motion, but the creature is relentless and takes flight, pursuing the car at an intimidating speed. This is the tale of a local couple from November 1966, Bob and Linda, who will personally share their encounter in an exclusive interview. Then we take you to a fire station where a group of firemen, their faces illuminated by the flickering firelight, look on in shock. A huge bird-like entity sits in a tree, silently observing them. We highlight its eyes reflecting the firelight, resembling bicycle reflectors. Suddenly it takes off, vanishing into the night in slow motion. This is the chilling experience reported by veteran fireman Tom, who will recount his encounter firsthand. Our journey culminates on a quiet suburban lawn. We present you with Susan, a woman frozen in fear as she faces a tall, winged figure with hypnotic red eyes that towers over her. The creature spreads its wings dramatically and takes off, disappearing into the darkness. Susan will share her account from that fateful night in December 1967. With these reenactments, enhanced with close-ups, slow-motion sequences, and interviews with the witnesses, we aim to offer a terrifying yet humanized glimpse into the encounters with the Mothman. We've painstakingly designed costumes, makeup, and lighting to bring the creature to life and amplify the fear factor. These are not mere stories or dramatizations. These are real experiences shared by real people. As we delve deeper into the Mothman legend, the question remains: What is this creature, and why does it continue to haunt the residents of Point Pleasant? What does it feel like to have a close-up encounter with the Mothman? Let's delve into some bone-chilling eyewitness accounts and expert insights, all captured in slow motion. Picture this. You're cruising down a desolate road late at night in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Suddenly, a large, shadowy figure with glowing red eyes emerges from the darkness. The slow motion reveals this isn't just a bird, it's the size of a man, with wings that stretch wide across the road. This is a close-up narrative from a local couple in November of 1966, a story supported by acclaimed anthropologist Dr. Samuel Hines, who has his career to the study of urban legends and folklore. Then there's the eerie account from a group of firemen in the same year. They were startled by a large bird-like creature that seemed to pose for a slow-motion close-up on a nearby tree. Its eyes, they affirmed, shone like bicycle reflectors, watching them, motionless, until it launched into the air and dissolved into the night. Cryptozoologist Dr. Margaret Thompson offers her professional insight, noting the consistency of these sightings and implying the potential existence of an unidentified species. A year on, in December of 1967, a local resident reported seeing the Mothman standing on her front lawn. She described it as a tall, winged creature with mesmerizing red. Professor John Clark, a specialist in paranormal phenomena, weighs in on this, suggesting the mesmerizing red eyes could be due to bioluminescence. These encounters, magnified with slow motion and close-ups, all share common elements: the enormous size, the wings, and those haunting red eyes. But the narratives don't stop there. More eyewitness accounts have trickled out over the years. From sightings on deserted roads to appearances in the heart of the city, the Mothman seems to be omnipresent. While some view it as a sinister omen, others regard it as a protector. Regardless of the interpretation, psychologist Dr. Helen Foster emphasizes the lasting impact on those who report these sightings, their lives forever imprinted by an encounter with the unexplained. These detailed accounts and expert insights, all captured in slow-motion close-ups, paint a chilling yet captivating portrait of the Mothman. But what other revelations can our experts unearth about this enigma? As we delve deeper into the mystery of the Mothman, our lens focuses on the experts in cryptozoology, folklore, and paranormal studies. We zoom in on our first expert, Dr. Jane Simmons, an acclaimed cryptozoologist. From a low angle, we capture her as she suggests that the Mothman could be a cryptid, an animal not yet recognized by science. In a close-up, she deliberates. The Mothman could belong to a species yet undiscovered, a creature that has managed to elude us due to its nocturnal habits and rare sightings. A low-angle shot then introduces Professor Richard Hughes, a folklore specialist. He provides an alternative perspective. The Mothman, like many mythical creatures, might be a manifestation of societal fears. In the 60s, the fear of the unknown, the fear of war. This creature could be an embodiment of those anxieties. Next, Laura Benson, a paranormal investigator, comes into frame. A close-up captures her years of dedication in studying the Mothman phenomenon. She articulates, "Witnesses often report a sense of dread, a premonition of disaster. The Mothman could be a supernatural entity, a sign of impending doom." As we pan Peter Sullivan, an anthropologist, he draws intriguing parallels between the Mothman and other legendary creatures. Throughout history, we hear tales of bizarre winged entities. In many cultures, they are interpreted as omens. The Mothman could be part of this global narrative. The camera finally settles on Dr. Emily White, a psychologist. She theorizes that the Mothman sightings could be a form of mass hysteria, where people collectively misinterpret a common occurrence as something spectacular. Each expert, captured in detail through our lens, brings a unique perspective to the perplexing Mothman, adding dimensions to this captivating enigma. The Mothman, whether an unidentified creature, a reflection of societal fears, a supernatural entity, an omen, or a psychological phenomenon, leaves us astounded. Close-ups of our experts convey the intriguing fact that, even with their insights, the Mothman, like any legend, continues to spawn varied interpretations. guardian angel or harbinger of doom. What is your interpretation of the Mothman? We've journeyed deep into the past sightings, inviting you into chilling encounters, even heeding the words of the experts. We've scrutinized the Mothman legend through the prism of worldwide folklore. Over time, the Mothman has evolved into a symbol of terror and intrigue. Its legend has swollen, nurtured by the murmurs of those who profess to have glimpsed this secretive creature. Slow-motion shot of a moth. The tale's may but one sentiment remains unchanging: the chilling dread that accompanies each sighting. This sensation has led many to the Mothman as a harbinger of doom, a creature whose emergence presages calamity. Alternatively, some have postulated a more compassionate interpretation. They propose that the Mothman, rather than anticipating disaster, is endeavoring to alert us to looming danger. Close-up shot of a moth's eye. Under this perspective, the creature be perceived as a guardian angel, a defender guiding us clear of impending peril. These polarized views of the Mothman are intriguing, don't you think? They mirror our own fears, aspirations, and the human propensity to find significance in the unexplored. They demonstrate how we struggle with enigmas that lie beyond our comprehension, how we endeavor to comprehend things that don't neatly align with our worldview. So, what is the Mothman? Is it a horrifying sign of impending disaster, a misunderstood guardian endeavoring to protect us, or merely a figment of our shared imagination, spawned from our dread of the dark and the undiscovered? Well, the answer isn't straightforward. The truth may hover somewhere in between or be something different. It's a question that we are each called upon to answer, grounded in our personal beliefs and comprehension of the world. Slow motion and close-up shot of a moth disappearing into the darkness. As we draw the curtains on this chapter about the Mothman, we leave you teetering on the edge of this question: what do you believe the Mothman truly is?